Hi, fourth grade, and welcome back. Today we are continuing and finishing the Midwest region on lesson 5, and we are learning about the landmarks in the Midwest region. Today we are learning about the important landmarks in the Midwest region of the United States. We know we will be successful when we can describe different physical features and landmarks that are located in the Midwest region. We also know we'll be successful when we can explain what landmarks we would like to visit and why. We are going to start with a video that introduces the Midwest landforms and man-made features.
The Midwest can be easily recognized by its man-made features and natural features. From the plains to the plateaus, the Midwest has many aspects that make it unique. When it comes to natural landforms, the Midwest is known for its plains. When settlers were making their way across the U.S. in search of new opportunity, many stopped in the Midwest because the flat plains were perfect for farming. The soil was also very fertile and there were very few trees. Over time, farming has become very important to the Midwest. Wheat, corn, and soybeans are all very big crops. In fact, the Midwest is nicknamed the breadbasket of America. Another important landform in the Midwest are the plateaus. A plateau is a high, flat landform surrounded by lower land. The Dakotas have many plateaus. The Black Hills are a perfect example. But the Black Hills also have a man-made feature that you would probably recognize. Mount Rushmore is a unique monument with the faces of 4 major presidents carved into a mountain. Another man-made feature that makes the Midwest stand out is the Willis Tower in Chicago, Illinois. It is the second tallest building in the United States, standing at 1,450 feet tall. Another neat man-made feature is the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri. This arch represents the westward expansion of the United States. Whether you are interested in man-made or natural features, either way, the Midwest has many things for you to see.
Okay, and as I try to exit out of here, perfect. We're going to talk about the physical features of the Midwest first, as we talk about the land and water. So the land of the Midwest is very different from the land in the regions to its east. Almost all of the Midwest is flat, gently rolling land with very few trees called the Central Plains. Prairie grasses cover much of the land. The prairie grasses help make the soil extremely fertile. The Central Plains are low but rise slowly west of the Mississippi River. And here it says the Great Plains lie to the west of the Central Plains. The soil isn't as fertile and there is less rainfall. The land is higher, drier, and rockier. The Great Plains are mostly dry grasslands with few trees. The Black Hills in South Dakota are the hilliest part of the Great Plains. The Black Hills have very high peaks made of granite. There are areas of the Great Plains that are very dry. These areas are called the Badlands because the land is useless for farming and many other human purposes. In the Badlands, there are steep slopes made of clay and soft rock. When it rains, the clay and rock erode, creating canyons and many strange shapes in the soft rock. There you can see a picture. And up here it says there are 12 states in the Midwest region. The Midwest lies in the middle of the United States. Landmarks. Chicago, Illinois is the biggest city in the Midwest. The Willis Tower, the country's second largest building, is in Chicago. Chicago is an important center for business, manufacturing, and transportation because of its location near waterways. Chicago has always been a transportation hub or a center for moving goods and people. Railroads, highways, airports, rivers, and lakes move more people and goods into and out of Chicago than any other city. Chicago O'Hare's International Airport is one of the United States' busiest airports. About 200,000 people pass through O'Hare each day. That adds up to 73 million airplane passengers a year. O'Hare International Airport employs 50,000 workers. And here are a few more locations. The first one is Minnesota's Mall of America. It is the largest indoor shopping mall in the United States. The Mall of America has more than 520 stores. If you spent just 10 minutes in each store, it would take you 4 days and 3 nights to visit all of them. The Mall of America also has 50 restaurants, 14 movie theaters, and an amusement park. Sounds like a really awesome place to visit. The next one is St. Louis, Missouri, and it is called the Gateway to the West. And you can see here, a lot of people call it the Arch. So the Gateway Arch. Pioneers started their journey by heading west from St. Louis. The Gateway Arch in St. Louis was built to honor those pioneers. Made of the gleaming stainless steel, the arch rises about 630 feet above the Mississippi River. Visitors can ride a tram to the top. And I wonder how many of you fourth graders have gone on that tram before. I know I just did about 2 years ago, and it's a really tight little tram that takes you up to the top where you're able then to see out over St. Louis. The next location that we are going to talk about is Mount Rushmore, as you can see here. So our next two that we're talking about are both located. We have two huge monuments that are carved into the Black Hills of South Dakota. The first is Mount Rushmore National Monument. It shows the faces of 4 American presidents. You have George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Each head is 60 feet tall. That is incredibly tall, fourth graders. And I hope you guys can see that in person sometime too if you have not before. Also, really cool to see Mount Rushmore at night. So if you have some time, you should research what it looks like. The second monument honors a Lakota Indian chief named Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse was a Native American leader of the Lakota tribe. The face is 87 feet tall. It is still being carved into the Black Hills. When it is finished, Crazy Horse Memorial will be the world's largest statue at 563 feet tall. All right, fourth graders, although we live in the Midwest, there are still lots of places to travel. What landform would you like to visit in the Midwest and why? I can't wait to hear your answers, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Thank you for all your hard work.